Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you another WWE Mayhem video. And in this video, we're going to be doing the full clear on the brand new insane difficulty of the Powerhouse class event. But first, I want to go over some inbox messages that I got this morning. Dear Mayhammers, take your brawlers into the ring and win retro tickets now. Exchange your retro tickets to get Ted DiBiase from the Retro Ticket Store. Team Reliance Games. So, Retro Madness main event. The main event is live. The reason that this event is live is that you can get these characters from the Retro Madness tickets as well. So if you don't get Ted DiBiase right away, fear not, you still have a chance to get him. So you can enter the event. You have to have these three variants of the character. And you can also get a chance of getting the 4-star Legend. House Show Iron Sheik event is a way to get retro tickets. Iron Sheik also joins the premium featured loot case. We knew this yesterday. And we're going to go first off into the store. So there's this famed case. And inside you have a 7% chance to get a 3-star Ted DiBiase. And a 2% chance to get a 4-star. So it does not look like there's actually a 2-star Ted DiBiase at this current time. Looks pretty cool. Now you can also go into the case itself to look at the stats. So 3,938 health, 356. So he's pretty above average. In the health department, in the attack department, is a little bit lower. The 3-star variant has 1,875 and 173. We know the max is 2,100, 210, so nowhere near max stats at all. He's pretty mid-range, but he's got to have something that helps him out. And if you look here, there's no variant of a 2-star. Now, this is only icons in the case, so does it have Razor Ramon in it? That is another deciding factor, and it looks like the answer is no. The icons are limited. Now, this case does have 27 days, so usually when they put a duration on this means the event is going to last 4 weeks. Basically what it means. There's also a legendary case, which is 25,000, and this case has a 5% chance, roughly, of getting a 4-star Ted DiBiase, and a 20.4% chance of getting the 3-star. Now, you have an 85% chance of getting a 3-star and a 15% chance of getting a 4-star. And it's basically the same 4-stars that you can get in said case with no hopes of Razor Ramon. So there's 2 new cases added. There's still the Iron Sheik available. And if we go into the events, you can see that the Power Dash leveled up. Now has 17 matches in the insane difficulty, 4470 target rating. And you can get 1,800 tier 4 Powerhouse keys by getting 100% on this. Now, I kind of wish that they put gold in this because this is not going to be easy. It's probably going to be 4 energy a match. And yeah, they did lower the cash in the tier 3. Now, luckily, the tier 3 does give you both, but completing 100% on tier 3 now gives you 180 tier 4 keys. The tier 4 Powerhouse keys are needed to get a 4-star from rank 4 to rank 5. So that is what they're needed for. And even normal 100% will give you tier 3 keys. So I like the redesign. I still wish that they put gold in this. Because if we look right here with Roman Reigns, you do not need tier 4 weights until you actually get to rank 5. And you're going to need 3 of them all together. So, you better start farming now if you have a specific 4-star that you want to level up. And we are going to look at some of these other events that are available. So, there's a daily sampler male and female. So, they got rid of the superstar difficulty. I don't understand why. You still get the gold. You get retro tickets. Yeah, they basically took out super. I'm not really sure. But they did finally add a superstar sampler female. So on the shows, icons is available. And the new insane difficulty is available. So immediately after this brawler event, we're going to do insane icons. So they did put the 4-star keys back in. You also get an overdrive case, 600 retro tickets. And you do get 25 4-star keys. So the original event used to give you 4-star keys for getting the event rewards on Superstar. And now they basically migrated all the Superstar rewards over to Insane. I'm still going to do it. We're going to make a video on it. The Brawler Classic also has the insane difficulty, and you do get 25 4-star keys, but here's the important thing. You get a tier 3 Brawler weight for doing Superstar. Insane, you get a Brawler case for completing it the first time, 20 gold, and you also get tier 4 rank up for Brawler. So that's kind of cool. I'm glad that that's in there. You have 7 days to complete that. So let's get back on topic to the Power Dash, because this is what I'm making the video on. Then we're going to do some of the other content. So we're going to be doing this insane difficulty, and previewing it is actually about as hard as the Superstar difficulty was before. So the difference is there are 4 stars in the women's. Now this is going to be a little bit more trickier, because if you don't have a maxed out 4-star woman, you're going to struggle big time with this. And here's something I wish they would put back in. Title matches. We don't have enough of them in the game. I feel that this is where they could do a little bit better. So we have maxed out 4 stars almost in one of the past. Not quite. Roman Reigns definitely is a maxed out 4-star. So what I'm going to do right now is, just to be on the safer side, there is a path with women in it. So we're going to go into the 4-star females only. And I'm going to upgrade Charlotte Flair, because I don't have Alexa Bliss, unfortunately. So we're going to take our Charlotte Flair, and we're going to level her up as much as we can. I also didn't look at the title matches, because that could be a little significant too. I'm going to take my 2,000 materials, because I have a bunch of those. And I think I over-leveled. Yeah, I did. 1,700. Let's go 2 of these, and we'll go 2 100s. So we're taking Charlotte Flair up to rank 3, 46,740 cash. And she goes up to 1,440 power, 5262 health, 527 damage. So finally we have a reason to actually rank up a 4-star female.
You're leveled up.
So we're going to take the rest. So it's going to be 55,000 to upgrade, a tier 1 advance. We have that. We have about 35,000 to dump into Charlotte. I could probably max rank 3 her as soon as we finish all these events, because there's a lot of them. So it's going to be harder to get them done in one day. So we're going to level her up as much as we can. I'm not using the class materials yet, because they are usually pretty stingy on them. 35,000. So that's a little bit high. Alright, so we can get her up to level 15. 1,635 power, 5,718 health, 572 damage. So basically on par with my 3-star maxed out Alexa Bliss now, roughly. But I will be maxing out a 4-star female, because I'm definitely going to need it for these insane difficulty quests. And let's get into it. So, Power Dash Insane. So we're going to start with AJ Styles. We're going to do the 2 male paths first. I'm going to use a specific team of characters. So we're going to use Randy Orton. We're going to use Xavier Woods. We are going to use any version of Carmella, which I'm going to have to use a 3-star. And we're going to use Jeff Hardy. Why am I using these specific 4 characters? Well, I'm going to tell you. Jeff Hardy is... Where the hell is he? I know I have him. His PI is pretty low. There's Matt Hardy, 522. Okay. And we're going to use Carmella. I probably should have maxed out 2-star Carmella. That would have been quicker. But here's the team we're going to use. Why are we using this team? Less opponent parry and block chance. We're going to see how this works in insane difficulty. And it is 4 energy per match. So you're going to be spending a decent chunk of your gold getting this. Now, to compensate the reduction of gold in Sampler by taking out the Superstar difficulty, they've added a variant for the men and the women. So our first matchup in this is Andre the Giant. We're actually going to use our Randy Orton since we have an advantage. And let's see how the AI plays. Alright, starts off aggressive. And yeah, he blocked once. I don't see any parrying. Alright, so there's Rage and Strike Rage. Let's get him down quite a bit before we actually start. Yeah, he is blocking a little bit, but not much. Let's get off the Powerplex while we still have the Rage. That should put him down to 0.
Oh no! No, no, no!
Yep, 35-64.
What the heck? No, he's in danger of being pinned!
And Andre the Giant goes down without a scratch. You can use this team of 4, but you have to make sure you have them leveled up. And I don't dare try this with Carmella on the bottom pathway. I'll probably slot in Charlotte Flair for that. So now we have AJ Styles against Kalisto. You can use the synergistic high flyer variants. This one kind of just cheeses the way the AI is, and I'm sure that it's going to change the way they block and parry. So I'm hoping that they don't, but you can use this to your advantage if not.
Look out below.
So Callisto's going to go down 42-72 for the pin. And that's easy. So as Kalisto goes down pretty quickly, I might add. And I'm actually surprised they're using like the Raw and SmackDown difficulty for this. I'm really shocked. But yeah, I'm excited for these new insane difficulties. I think it's going to give people a way to actually get Tier 4 keys without playing Versus. So I applaud Reliance Games for that. Now, yes, you're probably going to be spending a little bit of gold, but you know what? It means more revenue for Reliance Games. Don't be afraid to give them $10 for some gold, guys, in order to do said events. We did not get a reversal. That's really bad. But we did not get a signature vulnerable. That's the difference between having the high flyer synergy and not. That's one reason to have it, because you would guarantee the signature vulnerable. So that was actually a mistake on my part. We should have went for the super move. You don't want to use it with the phenomenal form because the AI will reverse you. But we're going to go with the Sunset Assault and put away. So that was a mistake on my part. I'll take the damage. It's a gamble when you're using any signature vulnerable that is not 100%.
He's in danger of being pinned.
And he is going to kick out, but even if he did kick out, we would have stolen his energy. So that's where AJ does have a slight advantage over Seth Rollins, who does not have steal on super move. So if you have AJ Styles, you may not need to develop Seth Rollins unless you want that shield synergy with him. So if we were not using this specific team, you'd probably want to have Ric Flair or a potent wildcard. I also like Doink the Clown. Doink the Clown is really good against anybody that gains momentum. Alright, so we put him to 2 bars. Let's go up to 3. And we're going to steal his energy and then get off a phenomenal form. Like exhaustion, the opponent cannot gain energy while they are getting stolen from. So you can definitely use that to your advantage. Then get off the phenomenal form. If it was Seth Rollins, he has a stun component on his, I think it's the curb stop now. So you can use that to your advantage as well. And down goes Seth Rollins. But yeah, Seth Rollins also has momentum on signature, which is really powerful if you get the stun as well. Alright, so we have the classic tag team of Sami Zayn, not Cammy, and Kevin Owens. So again, we're going to do the top pathway. We could do the bottom pathway with Charlotte Flair first, and then goof around with reversal and parry or block and parry reduction, just so you guys can see what it looks like. But yeah, it looks like it hasn't changed from Raw and SmackDown because it interacts the same way. All right, so Sami has no chance of getting out. Yep, there we go. He's going to get put to 0. We're going to gain momentum and put him away. He is going to kick out. But again, we put a stop to it. Now, I'm not saying pin kick out is easy. It is definitely not, but it is easier on my iPad because the glass is not as glossy because it's LCD versus AMOLED. The glass on AMOLED is a lot more slippery than LCD. That's why, besides the loading times, I prefer playing on an iPad. Which, if you're having issues, like somebody mentioned on iOS, make sure you reinstall the game. That fixed all the issues for me coming back home. Let's go off the phenomenal forum on Oldberg.
We know what's coming.
By the way, who are you guys predicting to be the first 5 stars within the game?
From the top rope.
Do you think it's going to be a mixture of, like, say, 5 Icon, 5 Raw, 5 SmackDown? Are we going to get the cream of the crop, or are we going to get some trash thrown in there? Could we get people like, let's say, Christian, who's not really a bad 4-star? Could we get Edge and Christian? Could we get Andre the Giant, Ric Flair, Sting, Hulk Hogan as an exclusive 5-star? We know he's not in the Retro Madness update because Hulk Hogan, I think, is still banned from WWE Gaming. But some of the legends that they put in the game, amazing. Amazing. I can say that right now. Some of the legends they put in are going to be really good. Don't ask me about it because you're not going to find out until they're released publicly. Except for Rick Rude, Roddy Piper, Iron Sheik, and Ted DiBiase. I know a couple of the other ones.
Flying high. That'll be heard
You're just going to have to wait. Alright, so we got the momentum. So once you get the momentum, then you want to go for the super move and drain Roman Reigns.
Uh-oh, we know what's coming.
AJ does make these events pretty trivial, so your mileage may vary. If you're using somebody that does not gain momentum on a signature, just strike them down. Strike them down until you can get a super move off. Or you know you can tap them out with a special too. That's just it. I forgot to see what your rewards are when you actually complete a match. I probably should do that. Now you are getting these tier 4 reward boxes, which are pretty underwhelming generally. They give you cash, shakes, and tier 1 basic weights. What the hell is anybody going to do at a tier 1 basic weight? Alright, so you get 200 event keys. Now that's actually pretty cool. So they're being a little less stingy with the event keys now that tier 4 is out. The title match is exactly the same as Superstar difficulty, which I'd like to see maybe 225 times 2 and maybe like 300 cash and more XP. But hey, 200 event keys, I'm happy with that. Because that means you're going to get a lot of event keys. And event keys are still a great source for tier 1 and tier 2 weights. 3-star keys, rank up keys, skill keys, which we all can use. We can all use skill keys, rank up keys all day long. So getting more event keys is a bigger source for them. Alright, so here's what I'm talking about. Why Steel is more powerful than Seth Rollins' super move. If that isn't proof enough for you, I don't know what is. But again, I wish they'd put a title match at the end of Superstar and Insane. Not for the fact that we're greedy for loot, but for the fact that there's not enough title matches in the game at this current time. I'm going to have to check the Icons event. I will have to see. Again, I wish that they put gold in these events, at least in the first 3 difficulties, but I can kind of understand why they don't, because it's a way to farm tier 4 materials. So you're going to use about 48 energy for one pathway. Yeah, get rid of the tier 1 basics from this. If you're going to put anything in here, maybe a chance for tier 3 basic. Tier 1 just doesn't cut it for me. I don't like tier 1. So for completing Event Power Dash 1 bracket, you're going to get 720 tier 4, 560 tier 3, which is still super useful for 4 stars at rank 3 and 4. 1,000 cash, 3,000 of the Powerhouse rank up material. That's really generous. But where's the cash to actually use it? This is the problem we've had. Cash is not plentiful in the game. Now, I know that's probably sell people buy cash cases. It might sell people buy a Steam. I'm hoping that even the cash purchasing, if you have Ted DiBiase, gets better. Alright, so let's swap out AJ Styles for Charlotte Flair that we just upgraded. So her PI is still lower than Alexa Bliss. That's fine. Now we're going to go to the bottom pathway. So we have Randy Orton versus Andre the Giant. We're going to have Randy Orton versus AJ Styles as well. And then we're going to actually use a mix of 4-star males and show you guys how much the top path is. So if you guys were wondering how I was able to get 1,113 hits with Roman Reigns, block and parry chance reduction is how I got that. So if you guys were wondering, go slot that in and see for yourself. The opponent does not block and does not parry. It basically makes the AI stupid. Now,
oh no, 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 no!
You have to have the specific 4 characters. It also works in Ultra events, so when they come back around, you can use this 4-person team. Again, you're going to have to level up Carmella. You're going to have to level up at least one of the 3 4-stars. Xavier Woods, Orton. I recommend Xavier Woods out of the 3 because he can do some serious damage. He is actually a menace If he connects on his Lost in the Woods, it hits really hard. And then you have New Day Synergy, which Kofi Kingston is not bad. He's not as good as Seth Rollins is. I think Seth Rollins is better than Kofi Kingston, but Kofi is definitely better than Goldberg. Alright, so Kalisto has a signature vulnerable. I'm actually terrified of that because of the stun component. So we're going to do the Powerplex. Does not put him in a pin. That's really bad. So we are in some trouble unless we get up to 2 bars. Looks like the AI is not going to do a signature move. So we got a little bit lucky there. Got the rage.
We know what's coming.
Now we're going to put him down to 0.
No.
And put him away.
Oh, someone's got to stop him. This is it. It was just a matter of time.
And down he goes. Alright. This might be easier down the road doing this live versus as a YouTube video, but for the first week, I want to do this as YouTube videos just so you guys can see that. So I wish they'd get rid of these gates or kind of do it where they force you to use a character. I don't know. That might up the difficulty a little bit. So we have a 3-star Ruby Riott. That's not going to be a problem. Usually the 3-star AI is easier than the 4-star AI. But I like that they're going forward on this. I mean, it doesn't need to be harder, like ultra hard. But this is definitely a good thing. So we're going to take a special here. We have that special vulnerable. Again, I'm okay with that because I like difficulty. And my Charlotte is not maxed. We're going to get off the Super Buster.
Going to be good. Oh, baby.
That is enough to put Ruby Riott to 0, so let's see if we can pin her.
Is it enough to put her away?
No problem at all. Alright. So we took a little bit of damage there, but that's okay. I'm fine with taking some damage for the sake of YouTube video and what you can expect. And again, block and parry reduction is not the end-all be-all. You still have to know how to play the game. If you don't know how to play the game, well, you're not going to do the event very well. Alright, we're out of energy. We're going to waste 3 energy. Normally, I would not recommend that. I'd say go play it in the story mode, but we're not here for clipping a video. Alright, so we have Asuka and Ember Moon, both of which are 3 stars, and we can use Charlotte Flair to block out tags with super moves. So, in this case, well, Asuka has an extra chance, but if we can get off a super move, a low health stun, into a figure 8 leg lock, her extra chance does nothing. So we're going to off the super move. And this is not gameplay mechanics. This is called knowing how to play the game. So we're going to get Asuka to 0. And she is going to have 2 chances to kick out. But if we get her into a low health stun, the submission will prevent that from happening. Alright, so we failed there. Alright, so watch and learn, guys. So she does tag out. So again, you can't help that. But oh, wait a minute. Did they actually change it so the buff carries over? Yes, they fixed that. Before you could tag out and get away with avoiding the passive. They actually fixed that this update. So kudos to Reliance Games for that, because I abused that when people were using Samoa Joe against me. Trust me. So I'm glad to see that they actually got that working, so when you tag people in, the effects do work throughout the match. That's actually good. Alright, so expose, critical damage, precision. If we can get her a low health stun, which we should because Asuka has no health, we're just going to go off the figure 8 leg lock and put her away. I'm very excited for that, though. I like that they gave the impair effect to actually carry over to the next person. So they were aware of that and they fixed it. So great job on that Reliance game. I'm happy for that. I'm also sad because I can't use that against Samoa Joe anymore, but that's actually better for tag matches. Alright, so now we have Carmella. This one could be a pain in the ass. Becky Lynch could be a pain in the ass too. Oh, it's definitely going to be a pain because Carmella has an advantage over Charlotte Flair. So we just have to avoid the momentum at the start of the match, and we do not. So we need to... Wow, that's a lot of power. Alright. We got the figure 8 leg lock, but we need to get her down to 0. AI should not use a special move because she's getting pummeled. Usually they'll do it after a move to guarantee it connects so they can't dodge, block, parry out of the way. Sometimes you can bait... Uh-oh, that's bad. Sometimes you can bait out the special move by showboating. Yep, there you go. Sometimes you can bait it out with a showboat. Let's go off the figure 8 leg lock now. And I highly doubt that's enough to take out Carmella with a class disadvantage, but we're still going to do it. So why have I decided to use Charlotte Flair? I don't have Carmella, so that's why I'm leveling her up. Might be a mistake considering that Carmella is in here, but I'm not leveling Mandy Rose. Get that one. So anybody that has the invulnerability to debuffs, we have to super bust her and put her to 0. Would be a great choice for this. I don't know if a female has it. I know Ronda Rousey does have no chance, which is really good too. Because then they can't kick out of pins, but Carmella didn't kick out of a pin there either. It's a chance. I don't know what the chance actually is. I know it used to be exclusive only to title matches and the last opponent in a bracketing. I don't know if that's by design or if they just never fixed it to make it random. I think it should be one way or the other, not both, but what do I know? Alright, so we do have an advantage against Becky Lynch. But I guess if you're doing it this way, you can just slot in somebody else, or just use Carmella if you have her as a force, so there's nothing wrong with that. So we're charge vulnerable, but that's better. The impair is going to be annoying. But again, we can just beat her down to 0. She has charge vulnerable, but she has to actually parry to get off the charge. And the women usually load up their charges extremely slow. It's easy to block it. So the weakness is going to make it harder to deal with this. So you probably do want to have somebody that is weakness immune. Trish Stratus would probably also be really good too. I could have taken her up as a 4-star. But I'll probably do Charlotte. Charlotte can be really versatile as well. And she is on SmackDown too, so we have that advantage as well. Although Trish Stratus would be a good icon to take up. I could take up Lita. I would definitely do Trish or Lita. We can definitely take Becky to 0 now, but yeah.
Her opponent. Oh my
Insane difficulty is probably going to use about 2 bars worth of energy. So you're going to pay about 80 gold to do this.
Incredible.
Again, I wish they put gold in these events, but they figure, well, you get gold in the sampler, you get gold in versus, you're going to spend that gold. Or you're going to buy gold. So I kind of get it. Reliance Games does need money, so play these events at your discretion, but I really think that playing the insane difficulty is a good investment in energy because you're going to need these tier 4 weights. You're going to need 3 of them to max out a 4-star, and that does not come cheap. So, yeah, spend your gold on this if you have to. I think that's their logic behind it. They want you to play versus, they want you to spend your gold. So Darshan Sabashu subscribing during the recording. Thank you very much, man. Definitely a WWE Mayhem player from India. Thank you very much. Alright, so here we're just going to beat down AJ to 0. Unfortunately, there isn't an RKO. I can't reverse him, so we're going to do this. So we're going to get AJ to 0 before the low health stun. That way we can guarantee hitting him down. And even if he hits a signature, we can just slap him and get rid of him. Barely missed the pin there. So this is going to be a longer video. I apologize, but you guys need to see this full clear for yourself. And I'm excited to see the 3rd difficulty even giving out tier 4 keys. So, yeah, again, I don't like the fact that they don't give you gold in these events, but the rewards have improved. I wish they'd give you gold. Even a max energy would be something to help. Even if they don't give you gold, give us max energy. Tier 2, tier 1 basic. Ugh. Horrible. Alright. So now, like I said, we're going to just put in some maxed out 4-stars. And let us throw in... We'll throw in Dean Ambrose for shield synergy. Alright, so now we have no block and parry reduction. Let's see how these opponents are. Let's see Roman Reigns. Actually, let's use Ric Flair. I want to hit some people in the dick. So this is without block and parry reduction. Let's see how the AI plays now. Okay, they are blocking more. AI doesn't generally parry that much, except if it's a technician. Let's go off the figure 4. This will do a lot of damage. Flair is one of the best submission wrestlers, by the way, because multiple moves in his 1 and 2 do give submissions. So I'm not unhappy taking Ric Flair up to 550. And he's got special move vulnerable, so that's actually really good. So we can get to a lariat and put him away. So that's actually pretty good. It's basically how you set it up. You probably want to do that at 3 bars, but sometimes you don't get that option. So Ric Flair puts away Andre the Giant like nothing. Usually it's the branch pathways that do have more block and parry than the side matches, so we'll see when we go up top. We probably should have done it on the middle pathway. Alright, so now we have Kalisto. We're going to use Andre the Giant for that one because we have a class advantage. And with Andre, you definitely want to light tap, not swipe.
We've waited a long time to see these two match up.
Did they fix the energy gain on powerhouses? I know that was a big issue before. I really don't know if I want to use it too. I'm going for the chokeslam. This should put him to 0. We hit him down a decent amount. Super move hits about 3,600, 4,369. I was a little bit off. By the way, who do you guys think is involved in the new synergy? Do you guys think that some of the new icons have synergy with each other? That is my gist. Like, Rick Rude might have synergy with, let's say, Jake Roberts or Ted DiBiase. I mean, who could they have synergy with? We'll have to see. 160 cash for a match, so that is up from the 120. Alright, here we would want to use a technician if we had it. I think we're going to go with... I want to hit Jinder in the balls. So we're going to use Ric Flair. We're going to hit him in the balls.
Oh, will you listen to that crowd?
Alright, so you can see the AI is blocking a lot more now. Sheikh Ahmed Habibi's going to get hit in the dick.
To the face. That'll be heard all around the world.
All right. So, probably not the best move to hit him in the balls, but again, this is for educational purposes, so you guys can see how hard this is if you don't use block and parry. And it's probably not that bad. We're going to make him tap out. Jinder Mahal goes down. No 24/7 title for you.
Submitted. Oh, nobody gets up from that.
All right. If you guys prefer I change the format up of these full clears of insane difficulty, let me know. Like, if you guys would rather me just stream, I probably will just stream it when it comes time. Let's use Roman Reigns. Let's show off some of this injure. Now, I haven't figured out if Spirit Animal is better than Shield Synergy when it comes to, like, injuring chance and damage. It does hit really hard, though, if you have the full shield. But there's Spirit Animal Synergy with Junkyard Dog. There's also synergy with
too much pain for one man.
Brock Lesnar. Well, the AI is blocking a lot. Yes, they are. Wow. What a difference between not using block reduction and using block reduction. AI was blocking like almost every other move. Ugh. I don't like that, guys. I don't like that. But that's what you use the synergy for. Orton, Xavier Woods, Carmella, and Jeff Hardy. There are other combinations. I know that Flair has reversal reduction with somebody. Let's use AJ Styles first, and let's put in the Nature Boy. And again, we're not using synergistic teams here outside of Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, so Yeah, you can get better mileage with a regular team than I did.
We know what's coming.
It looks like they fixed the momentum on Powerhouse. Like, a lot of them gained it slow. It was like so annoying, like generating power with a Powerhouse.
Signature move.
So they might have listened to my complaint because you used to be able to strike into an opponent, especially somebody that gained a lot of momentum, and the opponent would gain more power than the Powerhouse. I guess we could test that with Andre, but I don't like slow strikers very much. But Andre does have really good signatures, and he does have a sleeper hold, so he can submit people out too. I think we have 2 fights left, and then we get to the... Yep, we got 2 fights and then AJ. So we are going to use Andre the Giant here because he does have the class advantage against Jeff Hardy, and you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about here.
I think they have something to say to these superstars.
No, they definitely fixed it. Thank God. It was really bad. It is definitely better now. Thank you, Reliance Games, for fixing that. Oh, that's some damage. And he gets the exhaustion. Oh, man. That makes perfect sense. You drop 500 pounds. You better be, like, knocked out after that. All right, I'm happy with that.
What's coming.
Andre the Giant's momentum gain got fixed. Because it used to be really bad.
No, he's taking him downtown. Good cover.
Thank you for listening. Fixing Andre.
It was just a matter of time.
Andre the Giant was one of my favorite wrestlers growing up as a kid. Just because he was different. Like, yeah, you had King Kong Bundy, but then you had Andre the Giant who made him look like a midget. So, yeah. Let's keep using him. AJ Styles will actually be a good test with Andre the Giant because I think he has more momentum gain than Zack Ryder and Jeff Hardy. So, we're just going to keep using Andre. Sorry for you Dean Ambrose fans, a.k.a. John Moxley. This is not your show. Yeah, we're gaining power faster than the opponent. Let's get off the Andre nerf pitch. This can do a lot of damage. I love the way this animation looks. He just chokes you out and then steps on you.
No.
Disgusting. I love it. I love that move so much. Almost got the 3 count though. Alright, so he is charge vulnerable. And he actually didn't block. Wow. I'm surprised. Maybe it's because we have the class advantage. I think the AI does act differently. Like, I think it reduces the block and parry by 40% if we're using a class advantage. I can't test that for sure, but I think that's how it works. And that's actually cool. Because it encourages you to use one of each class. Except we use Dean Ambrose, so that's not true. But, yeah. It's kind of interesting. In the Power Dash, they put a lot of high flyers in. So, we're going to wait this 30 seconds. Because I don't want to spend more energy yet. We wasted 3 energy once. We're not going to do it again. But that's good. We can spend 70 energy in who knows how long. I'm hoping that they do increase the energy cap based on your level. Because it is really hard to level up past 70. So, I am hoping maybe they go to an upper limit of 100 if you get to level 130. I mean, it doesn't seem unreasonable. It rewards you for playing the game. Alright, let's do this final match. So this is going to be a great test for Andre the Giant if his momentum truly got fixed, because AJ gains a lot of momentum.
They're ready and raring to go.
Yeah, it's definitely better. I've played a lot of Andre the Giant. It is definitely better.
Such technique.
AI parries, but that's okay. I mean, they're going to parry, they're going to block. They're designed that way. And it is insane difficulty.
Poetry in motion.
I'm actually going to take that damage.
Oh, no. Bam.
I want to use a signature.
On him.
Yeah, he is blocking more. I know that when the AI blocks, they gain a good amount of momentum. We're going to go off the nerf pitch. This should put him into a pin. Because we do have the class advantage.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. That was more damage than I thought.
Him in the ring.
Ooh.
There we go. Make him pay.
Andre the Giant stepping on your guts.
Unconceivable.
Now we got to do this. We have to do it. I love putting the steel skill on Andre. It's so fun to watch.
Look out below.
You will never see Andre actually do a phenomenal forearm off the top rope. That's awesome. I love the steal skills in this game. I'd still like to see them actually put like customizable gear or maybe alternate advancement for stats, but that's down the road. I'd like to see them differentiate. But yeah, this insane difficulty, I love it. Alright, so insane difficulty is completed. We're going to get this YouTube video up for you guys, so if you like this video on completing the insane difficulty of Power Dash, which is pretty doable if you have maxed out 4 stars, please give this video a like rating, comment, subscribe, share this video amongst your friends, and as a favorite, check out my other WWE Mayhem videos playlist, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, which are all HollywoodShono, my Instagram, which is HollywoodShono's God, and if you guys are happy about this insane difficulty, leave your comment down below. Have a wonderful day, kids.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!